Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm going to start this vlog off by showing you where I've hid my Adam the Woo stickers. They're right down there. Underneath this barrel. They're wedged in there, protruding out a little bit so you can actually find them. Basically, you'll figure out where that is because of what I'm about to show you right now. It's actually right here at this old area where a dumpster used to be, and there's some sort of an oil can that I placed 4 Adam the Woo stickers right here in Rome, Georgia. And when in Rome, you must hide stickers for the people who live locally that want to come get one and then leave a few others for someone else. Of course, when in Rome, that terminology does not apply to Georgia or to sticker hiding. But then again, maybe we should start a new when in Rome phrase. Sounds legit, right? It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's The Daily Rome, Georgia. Why am I here in Rome, Georgia? I've actually never been here to the grand small city of Rome. In fact, I never even really knew it existed until recently when I figured out that the filming locations from the intro, the very first few minutes of one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my top 10 favorite movies ever, the beginning of the movie started off driving right down this road. A scene with Harrison Ford. When you think of Harrison Ford, and when I think of Harrison Ford, you always think of Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Those are his 2 legendary, iconic roles that I love. I have a very special place in my heart for both of those roles and both of those characters. However, that being said, I think in my mind and in my heart, I believe that his best role ever was in the 1986 film by Peter Weir, directed it, who also directed Witness. He directed him in Witness the year before, and then a couple years later directed Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society. Peter Weir was a great director, still is a great director. He actually still is alive, and he also directed The Truman Show with Jim Carrey, another great film. Many great films. However, Peter Weir directed a small little movie starring Harrison Ford, which in my opinion, like I was saying, compared to Indiana Jones, compared to Han Solo in Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, for me, the very best Harrison Ford movie and performance was a small movie called The Mosquito Coast, released in 1986, filmed, I believe, in 1985, the beginning of 1986, somewhere around that area. And like I was saying before, was filmed and shot right on this very road. In fact, you can see that billboard right there that says, "Have a great day." And this little abandoned building can actually be seen in the shots when Harrison Ford is driving his truck. River Phoenix played his son, sitting in the passenger seat. They're actually driving right where that green car is coming towards us. And they turn right here on Turner McCall Boulevard and Martha Berry Boulevard. So they're driving down Turner McCall Boulevard and they turn right onto Martha Berry Boulevard. All right, you got to press the button and go across the street because I want to actually show you as we walk down the exact spots that River Phoenix and Harrison Ford cruise down. All right, we're walking across. I'm not going to jaywalk today. I'm actually going to legitimately walk across. You can see those women right there are sharing their excitement. See here, I had the walk signal, and they're doing a cheer of some sort right there. All right, got to press this. Where are we going? We're going this way. We're going across Martha Berry Boulevard. So like I was saying, right down this road, the scene starts off. It was actually probably only about a minute into the movie. It starts off with an aerial shot of River Phoenix hailing his father and talking about his father with great honor and dignity, talking about how his father was a famous inventor in his own mind. He was not world famous. He was just an inventor that liked to invent things and basically think outside the box, do things his own way. He dropped out of Harvard. This is the character, Allie Fox, played by Harrison Ford, dropped out of Harvard to get an education, he said, because he felt he could actually by not going to school and not working a traditional job and actually going out into the world and creating his own things, that he would actually get more of an education than he would doing things the traditional way. So basically the premise of the movie is a man with his family and his children. He got fed up with consumerism and basically the way things were heading with all of these wonderful places, Wendy's, Bojangles, Arby's, Burger King. So basically, he's ranting at the very beginning. It starts off with a crane shot, and you can actually see one of the colleges here in Rome. Starts off as a crane shot coming over a bridge. That bridge is right down there, and then the very next scene, Harrison Ford is right here at this exact intersection. Just go on YouTube and look up, what's the name of the video? The name of the video is Mosquito Coast, Look Around You, because he starts off saying, look around you, and he pulls right here at this corner, turns this corner. You can actually see the billboard where I've actually hidden the stickers in that little abandoned dumpster area, and you can actually see where that gentleman standing over there, that abandoned building, you can see him driving his old truck with River Phoenix. They turn this corner, and where this Walgreens is right here, there was actually a church building. The church building has been removed, and now we have a Walgreens. They're cruising right along this stretch of road going up that hill. Of course, you know when you film movies, you film things a little bit out of sequence. So the shots basically are this way, where you have Harrison Ford talking to his son, and then the next scene is over here, River Phoenix replying to his dad. And it's not all shot in exact order, based on basically you can see what's behind us. You can see this Wendy's, this exact Wendy's right here. Off to the side like this, Harrison Ford is talking and ranting, driving his truck, and you can see the Wendy's right outside the window. Just look at the clip, I'm not kidding you. And you can also see this Bojangles sign. River Phoenix is right here. He's not driving, he has his hand out the window. Wind, hair blowing in the wind, cruising past here, and you can actually see this right here. You can actually see this exact, what is that? Some sort of a car garage. You can see that car garage as well in the shots. And this right here, this little mechanic shop, used to actually be like a used car dealership. The clip only lasts probably about 30 seconds, but it's very powerful, just like a lot of the movie, a lot of the great lines that Harrison Ford delivers as Allie Fox in that movie are wonderful. The entire movie, if you've never seen it, it's not for everyone. In fact, it was the only Harrison Ford movie that actually came out that actually took a loss at the box office. It only regained at the box office about half the money it cost to actually produce and to film. They went from here, Rome, Georgia, they went down to Belize on a little river, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Basically, the whole movie was basically in a third world country, was supposed to be in a third world country where Harrison Ford won a town basically in a poker tournament. And he took that opportunity to leave all of this, all of the goodness of fast food, consumerism, and normal everyday life, and go and create something on his own with his family. The only downfall of the movie, I am a huge fan of the movie, the only smidgen of the movie I would say that probably didn't work out from the book and from the movie was the fact that he took his family down there, and his family was not on the same wavelength as he was. If you watch the movie, it was definitely the most eccentric and crazy character that Harrison Ford ever played. That being said, I think you can actually see this Arby's in the shot as well. And this cookout building used to actually be a place called Mrs. Something's Chicken Dinners. I can't remember the name of it. It was Mrs. Something Chicken Dinners. So anyway, cruising along here, like I was saying, shot out of sequence. When he's cruising along, the very last scene that Harrison Ford says, when he says, "Look around you, Charlie. This place is a toilet." And then it shows this from this angle, from over here. But actually, when Harrison Ford looks at his son and goes, "Look around you, Charlie. This place is a toilet." That shot was actually up the road there. I'll actually go back over to my van and we'll actually do the entire cruise that they actually did, Harrison Ford and River Phoenix. I just got to cross the road as soon as this traffic goes away. So basically, when you watch the clip or the movie, hopefully you've seen the movie. Like I was saying, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Part of the reason that you're watching this video, the fact that I'm on the road filming videos, a big, humongous chunk of that reason is because of this spot right here, because of the Mosquito Coast, because of Harrison Ford's performance in the movie and the premise of the movie and breaking the mold, thinking outside the box is part of the reason, one of the major parts of the reasons why I quit my job and started traveling and doing videos. It's not exactly the same as the movie, but that movie had a massive influence on my life. I've analyzed it, I've seen it probably 200 times. So that being said, here is the shot. They're up there, which I'll show you momentarily, and he says, this place is a toilet, and then it flips around, and you see Harrison Ford driving his truck with some cars behind him, and this is the angle right here. There used to actually be a Hardee's way down there where now the hospital is. The Bojangles sign is still in the same exact spot. The cookout was that Mrs. Something's Chicken Dinner, and that's the angle right there. In fact, there comes a truck, just like Harrison Ford, Allie Fox's truck. Maybe that's Harrison. That guy was going a little too fast to be Harrison Ford. I don't know if Harrison Ford actually speeds through small towns, but maybe he does. He might have a truck. Maybe he's upgraded to a red truck. So that's the shot. Go on YouTube, look it up, and I was going to show you something else. Right over here, I think, when River Phoenix says, "Have a nice day," when he's replying to his dad, you can actually see this exact angle, because in the background you see that building that has that weird little cut-shaped icon behind the cookout building, and you can see those lights on those light poles. You actually see those light poles here on the corner of Martha, Berry, and this little side road called West 9th. Down there is where I hid the stickers. I parked here at this Arby's. So now I'm actually going to get inside my van, and we're going to try to take the same cruise that Harrison Ford did. Also, look at this. This is peculiar. There's an Arby's right here, and then there's like a weird little Arby's substation down there. So that's kind of weird. I've never actually seen anything like that before. Mosquito Coast, great movie. It's not for everyone. I've actually never met Harrison Ford. One day, hopefully, when I meet him, shake his hand, I would really like to tell him what an honor and a privilege it is to actually not only meet him, but also I want to tell him that I love the Mosquito Coast. I wouldn't even talk about Star Wars. I wouldn't even talk about Indiana Jones. I would just talk about Mosquito Coast because he feels that it never got the recognition that it actually deserved. A lot of people did not understand it. If you watch old interviews with him talking about the movie, he's kind of confused why people really did not get it. He says it was one of his favorite roles and his favorite characters that he ever played. And I agree. It is a fantastic movie. I would love to deliver some of the lines. I basically have the movie memorized, etched in my head forever. But I would definitely not be able to deliver them with the impact of the great Harrison Ford in one of the greatest roles. All right, I'm going to go up here. I don't know if we're going to be able to go out in traffic. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to turn in the same angle that Harrison Ford turned and drove down. I'll pull into this Bojangles and loop around. Oh yeah, here we go. So they had their windows down. I have my windows down. So basically the shot would have started right here. So here we go. Harrison Ford sitting just like this. Turns at this intersection. There you go. In the background, there's that abandoned building. There's the billboard. Look around ya. That's what Harrison Ford said. Why did they come here? There was a church right here. Cruising along. Shows River Phoenix sitting right there. The Bojangles out the window. Right here you see the Wendy's, Harrison Ford talking, delivering his lines. Then it cuts off back and forth. They're on their way to the hardware store, which happens to be Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Of course, you know and love, actually one of his first roles was actually in the Mosquito Coast as the guy who worked at the hardware store. So they drive up this. I gotta turn into here quickly. Nope, I'm not gonna turn into here. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so we're going along here. Right here is where Harrison Ford says, Look around ya. You see this building? Look around ya. Right here. Look around ya. Then he said, okay, this is actually where he says it. This place is a toilet. You see that building right there. And that's where he delivers the line. This place is a toilet. I'm confused. I got traffic all around me. I'm incorrect. Here's where he says, look around you, Charlie. You see that building right there. Ba-bam. And you see this, the final shot. This place is a toilet. Bam. That was the shot from Mosquito Coast. Probably should not have been holding the phone while I was driving. Luckily, there's not a lot of traffic on the road. I really would have loved to have ran into Harrison Ford and River Phoenix back in the day while they were hanging out here. Oh, here's a better shot. Here's a much better shot of the last scene. Let me jump out. Have you ever seen the Mosquito Coast? If so, what did you think? I'm not trying to say that you will enjoy it, but I'm saying I enjoyed it because based on my life, it really means a lot to me, that movie, and what it stood for. There's some things about the movie that I don't completely agree with. Just because you like something or you're a huge fan of something doesn't mean that every line and every little nuance in the movie is 100% your beliefs. That's not necessarily true. However, I do love the performance by Harrison Ford, and I do love the premise of the movie of a man who thought outside the box, figured I don't need all of this to do the normal rigmarole, and that is one of the reasons that inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing, and basically to start off doing what I'm doing. In fact, I've been drinking so much water lately. I think I actually burped up a little bit of water there. I didn't know you could actually burp from water, but I guess just like soda, if you drink enough water and you got too much in your system, then you might be belching up some water. So here's the final line right here. You can see that Lincare building right there in the final shot. So basically, right where that white car is where Harrison Ford would have been right before the shot cuts and shows the other angle where I was standing on the other side of the road where I showed you the billboard and where the Hardys used to be and the Bojangles and all that. When he says, this place is a toilet, you see that building and you see that building. So we've done a Mosquito Coast ride through Rome, Georgia. I've left the stickers. Get a sticker, find it on Instagram, hashtag it, #TheDailyWoo, so I know you found it, or go on Facebook /TheDailyWoo and let me know that you found the stickers. Running a little long on this vlog. I'm going to let you guys go. But I just want to let you know I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I do a lot of filming locations that are really close to my heart, but this one especially. This strange, bizarre little road full of fast food restaurants at the beginning of Mosquito Coast means an incredible lot to me. Love that movie. Also, I was going to tell you, Harrison Ford and Peter Weir were so dedicated to the movie that the year before they actually were nominated for some Academy Awards for the movie Witness from 1985. Instead of going to the Oscars, they decided to go down to Belize in the middle of nowhere on a river and build these props. Big boy, this machine, they had the explosion, they filmed the town of Geronimo that Harrison Ford's character Allie Fox created. This awesome movie. They decided to do that and deal with snakes, bugs, and all kind of other creatures of the wild in this murky river. Instead of going to the Academy Awards, they shunned Hollywood for a year just to make this film. Harrison Ford believed in it. It was not a commercial success. And the critics, Siskel and Ebert, and of course all the other major critics of that time, shunned it, gave it thumbs down. They hated it. So hopefully one day people will realize the vision of that movie like I have and enjoy it. So leave some comments about the Mosquito Coast, leave some comments about Rome, Georgia, and go find yourself an #TheDailyWoo sticker. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, but only if you subscribed to my channel. Also, if you want to get a hold of me on social networks, those can all be found down below. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.